So I'm going to share my experience. I'm not here to preach or tell you about what needs to be done. I'm just going to share how AI has helped me and my team. And this is a problem statement that each of us also has. I'll talk about a scenario and I'll see a raise of hand. How many of you relate to this problem that you always have some bespoke application to be done? There is a limited budget that you have, limited resources, and your internal customer is after you that ye kab kar rahe ho. So this is experience that I think everybody has. Anybody? Yes, I think, thank you so much. I think that makes my job easier. Sachin, I'll be able to do it in 10 minutes now. So look at the scale that you will be able to relate. Varroc is a tier 1 auto component manufacturer. Most of you would be also in this scale. And this scale brings in a lot of unplanned work which is critical in nature, and then it's kicked down the road towards us and it has to be done. This is what we all go through. So this is the challenge I already talked about. We're talking about the IT debts that we accumulate, that things that we are not able to do as per our requirements and as per our customers' expectation, because there is a limitation of budget, people, and all sort of things. And then, of course, if you do this bespoke application, I'm not talking about big, heavyweight SAP, PLM, and all those. Those stay where. These are all small applications which are very important, needs to be done. And you are manual coding, limited set of resources, or you go out and hire a vendor, right? So how is AI-based coding, like AI helping you do this? So I think last 2 days we have heard some of the concept here, and we have seen a demo yesterday by NextGen, and I'm going to talk about it. See, there are 3 main ways of trying to do it. I'm not getting into the third one, which is agentic, which is like in the hype cycle, as Partha was saying at the end, that look at Gartner hype cycle, it is at this level where it is still getting real. But these two, think about this picture on the left-hand side. It is from a famous movie, Indian movie. Can anybody guess, relate? Munna Bhai MBBS. Circuit is a trusted associate, and that's what AI-assisted coding tools. There are many tools which are there which we have looked at. You have Tabine, we have Replit, Cursor, Bolt, and I'm not talking about ChatGPT, Gemini. These are specialized tools which helps you in coding. And in this category on the left-hand side is the one which helps you. It is always with you and it does things for you, but you are in total control as a developer, as a program manager, or as a project leader. You are in total control. It helps you to get your work done and it accelerates. It's also good. But here, I'm talking more about vibe coding. What is vibe coding is similar to this. I think you would have guessed what is this character. It is M from James Bond, where he tells that this needs to be done, and the M takes care of all the technology part, creates the solution, and also hands over to that. So in vibe coding, you focus mostly on what needs to be done. You described it neatly. The vibe coding tool set takes care of creating the solution, selecting the best tech stack that you have, and also deploys the solution on behalf of you on your website. We saw this yesterday when NextGen was presenting. Sometimes it is difficult to believe, but it works, and this is my experience that I'm sharing. Before I go, I'll also let you know that these tools are there to help you, but I think we're talking about a capability. So this is more of a capability that we need to gain, and I'll cut the hype and get right into it. Is how we got there from pilot to production. We went through, as I said, we went through a bunch of tools. We spent about a couple of months testing it. These tools, most of them, and after this, if somebody is interested, I can talk about it, are free to try. There are number of tokens which are there on daily basis if you run out of it. But if your application is small, 2-3 pages, you'll be able to get through that quota of tokens and get an application developed. So we did a platform selection. We also went through the code meticulously to see is there anything that it will introduce in my environment. And after that, we also created a list of do's and don'ts, where not to use this application and where to use these applications. There are certain things which can be done easily on SAP or in BI or in low-code, no-code platform. Don't overkill it. But there is something which is there, which is by itself. So you select this and then only do it. So we did that. we selected one application which directly came from an EC member, which is our CHRO, needed to be done on a priority basis, and it was already sitting on our order board. And when we did our estimation using a traditional use case type of estimation technique, we came out 15 days of work. But we actually got it done in a couple of hours. When I said day, so you're reading it right, 15 days of work done in a day's time. In a day's time, we also went through creating it, iterating it with the business owner, which is the HR department, got some more inputs, itna kar diya to ye bhi dal do, type of thing. 2-3 iteration at the end of the day, it was like signed off. And it was, for us also very hard to believe that it was a true agile at scale. So this is our experience, and we scaled it. And then once we have done this, we were very confident, and we were waiting for some bigger application which came from a plant which was actually, since we are in tier 1 auto component, one of the OEM right in Pune had some complaint about the way the product gets shipped, and we wanted to correct that. It was also inviting penalties, so there's a cost saving at that level as well. So again, an estimation done. It was 1.5 months of work to be done, and we got it done roughly in 1 week. When I say 1 week, it's most like 2 days of co-creation, sitting with the business in the plant. We didn't do it in the office. We did take it to the plant. We used to create something, take it back, they'll add something, and at the end of 2 days, this application was created. We took a week to integrate with our network, with the handheld scanner, barcode scanner, and with our other downstream application integration. That took some time. But this is working pretty well. And as we say, there are a couple of more applications that we are trying. Again, I'll say you don't need to do it for all, but this works. And it is a very small team that was able to churn out this work. So here I will also talk about, I think benefit is something which is already given. You are all seasoned CIO, you already know what are the benefits. One of the benefit at the bottom that I have given is, as a business partner, now they believe in you because they have seen something working, and they're able to get it done. It also invite trouble. वो तो कर दिया था, ये भी कर दो जल्दी से आए. That kind of thing is always going to be there. So you use your management way to tackle that. But I think these are some benefits. Is like it accelerates, and it also create a good user experience. Next step, lesson. I think won't go to the next step, but the lesson learned that we have, it really works. The better the prompt, you take good amount of time in creating a good prompt. And prompt in our cases were 2 pages, not just one. It was 2 pages of prompt, and you do it meticulously, it understands, and churns out a code with a very good quality. Don't use it, as I said, for complex use cases, but for smaller one, definitely it works. If we are allowed, what could we have done different, and we are already adopting, we went ahead and updated our documents, is that this has to be done along with the subject matter expert from where the business problem came. They understand their solution or their problem better, and it works better in that way. At the bottom, my recommendation to all of you is, this is something which is a fundamental shift which is happening in the industry. Don't shy away from it. Try it out. It doesn't mean that you have to go and use it. Try it out. It's not going to cost you so much. But as you heard, agentic AI is going to catch up. It's still, to me, it's still a little bit away from reality. But this will give you an experience, because this is the same way you are going to also create agents. So your team is accustomed to how this is done. Even if you go and work with a vendor, you actually know how to talk to them and what needs to be done. Are their quotes really up to the mark? Because they are using the agents, and they are quoting you for 2 months of effort. So I think you'll be able to ask those questions and try to do some more pilots. So at the end, last slide. So this is like your 250 points, and this is only one slide between that. Accelerate delivery is what it does. It improves the efficiency. It really does in those cases, in those selected MVP cases. And the strategic value as CIO, because I'm very sure your executive team is pressurizing you, AI mein kya kar rahe ho? This is some example that you can give, that this is what we can do for you, save the cost, solve the problem, and yes, we did AI. So I'll leave you with that. Thank you so much.